of course, with special needs or autistic children. We're finding a lot of bullying happening with Matthew in particular. Between school, we now have the twins in the Boys and Girls Club. Yeah. Like I said, it seems like it's something that just can't be stopped. There is a it's not that bullying cannot be stopped. You have to understand, when you were young, you saw someone bullying someone, another autistic child. You didn't say anything. You did not help. And also, maybe when you were young, you were part of the bullying of others. See, the Bible also says that when you allow others to bully others, your children may be bullied. So now you see how it feels to be bullied. I hope that is a lesson for you too. I hope that you take it with a grain of salt. Like, we don't know how to help him deal with being bullied, because it's just going to happen anyway. Yes, you can help him not to being bullied. Yes, you can. There's a way that you can help him. But you have to understand. See, when we see other people hurting someone, we don't take it into accountability that could ever happen to us or our children. We always think, oh, that's not going to happen to my kids. That's not going to happen to, I don't care. That's not my child. You see, everyone you see, even if you're a man, you see even if you're a man, you see another man, beating or stealing from another woman. You call the woman, what happened? The woman tell you, this is what happened. And you say, I'm not going to help. That's not my problem. You're supposed to be going there, say, give it to her, or I'm going to make you pay her. And if you stand for someone will stand around your children. You know what they say? What goes around comes around. If you stand by others, others will stand by you. Because don't ever think when you were young, you saw somebody bullying someone, or you were part of a bullying team, and you was engaging others to bully other people, you think you're getting older. You think, oh, that's not going to happen to me. But understand that when we get older, we will have kids, and our kids will have the same trait as someone else we have seen bully, or someone else we have bullied in the past. What goes around comes around. And no one should be bullying your son. And always go back and reflect in your childhood. Because you don't know, go back in your mind and see who this had happened to. And you didn't do anything about it. And come back, and then your son will stop being bullied. Because sometimes God allows us to go through challenges because to remind us that we should stand up for others. The issue I feel like with him is the fact that he is what you would consider high-functioning autistic, or having high-functioning autism. And just a quick definition, it's self-explanatory in my opinion, but just to kind of clear up what high-functioning autism is, high-functioning autism usually refers to people with autism who have no intellectual disability or delay in verbal speech development, and whose symptoms of autism have less of an impact in their daily lives. Matthew does have high-functioning autism. He's very intellectually smart. He is able to communicate verbally, sometimes in a way that is so specific and clear, if you will, that you wouldn't think he's autistic, right? The problem with it is that we're seeing this nonetheless affect his life. We're seeing this affect his having social relationships or social friendships. We're seeing it affect a lot of aspects of his life because he's just autistic. He doesn't think the same way as, the other kids, or he doesn't find interest in the same things as the other kids. Well, Matthew should never find interest in the other kids. Matthew is unique. Every children is unique and special in their own way. First thing you have to do, you got to go back into your own mind and remember what you did to a child, someone else's kid, when they were young. Or remember, you have seen someone abusing another child. You didn't do anything about it. And then just ask for forgiveness. The moment you ask for forgiveness, Matthew will stop being bullied. I'm telling you, listen to what I'm telling you. And I say, God, whatever I have done to someone in the past that my son is going through right now. Maybe I did it. Maybe his mother did it. Maybe a family member of mine did it. I ask you to forgive us. We have learned, we understand, and we will change. We will be a better person. Allow Matthew not to be bullied, and Matthew will never be bullied. Matthew should not be like any other kids. He should be special. It's okay to have an autistic kid. It's okay that Matthew is the way he is. Matthew is born in the hand of God. Matthew is made by God. Matthew intellectual, it came from God. It didn't come from anybody else. So stop comparing Matthew with other people's kids. Starting to have, kind of take a toll on him. To where it seems like he can't go anywhere and have fun with other kids. He can't be sociable, or social. And it's just affecting him. It's affecting his overall mental space, which we don't like. Like I said, I particularly feel like it is almost inevitable. But I also feel like there's things that he could do to integrate in society and things that he could maybe change about himself or the autistic. So what he need to change about himself? He's perfect. So what's wrong with you? So you want Matthew to change to be within society. He already have you. He doesn't need to change anything about him. See, this is what's wrong with you people these days. You want to be like everybody else. Life, you cannot be like everyone. Matthew is autistic. Matthew is not sociable. He doesn't have to be. Because he has something else unique. When he get older, things gonna change. Only person he need is you and your wife and his sister. He doesn't need everybody else in this world. He'll be just fine. You worry too much. You want him to be like any other kids because you was a follower. You want him to be a follower. He's not going to be like you. He will never be a follower. All you got to do, teach Matthew to stand up for himself. Teach him to stand up for himself and pray. He'll be just fine. And let God lead. Let God lead Matthew. Stop taking it on yourself to be like, oh, Matthew, stop it. Leave Matthew alone. Pray for the little boy. And don't add, and appreciate and respect the way he was, the way God made him. Learn to cope with his mind. Learn, to be appreciative of how God created Matthew. That's what you need to do as a father. Appreciate it and respect his mind. Respect him, respect his mind, and learn from him. His mind is a way for you to understand and cope with life. It's not for Matthew to change and be accepted and to be accepted by other children. If he accepted by other children, then life is going to be boring. Because when you were born, you wasn't born, like everyone else. You were born unique and special. Just leave your son alone, okay? Leave this little boy alone and move on and pray and love him just the way he is. I'm sick of you people.